Hi you guys, welcome back. On the agenda today is actually to film a Q&A, and I requested a video from you guys for a while. I just keep putting it off because I don't really know what questions to answer. But I went on Instagram, didn't ask me anything, so I'm kind of just basing it off of that and a few other ones that I've gotten from you guys in my DMs. So hopefully this will answer some of your questions. If I don't get to your question this time, leave it below or DM me. Love talking to you guys that way. I didn't want to just sit down and answer your questions, so I'm basically gonna go about the day and answer along the way. Hopefully that will be a little bit more cozy for you guys. First things first, coffee. I'm actually about to also start filming some of my favorite coffee shops in San Diego, kind of make a little compilation video of all the cutest, trendiest, yummiest coffee shops, something I'm passionate about. So I figured, why didn't I just film it? Because I know when I was moving out here, that was what I was on the hunt for, ASAP. So that'll be fun. You guys will come with me to the first coffee shop on the list, which is actually a new one for me. I've been wanting to try it out, and that's what gave me this idea. I was like, I might as well just turn it into a video too. So I'm gonna go get some work done there. You guys can come with me. But kicking off our very first question, which is one that's sort of like basic of the basic, is Christian and I. And while we're here, some of my favorite wedding photos in this gallery wall. Christian and I actually met in high school. We were seniors. I had transferred to his school and we didn't meet until senior year. I need him to actually like be here with me when I tell the story because he tells it really cute. We met in high school and we dated. We went to different colleges our first year. He ended up transferring to where I was. We dated actually 6.5 years before we got married. Got engaged in October. 6 months later, we're married. It was in April of 2016, so I was 23, almost 24. He had just turned 24. This April is gonna be our 7-year wedding anniversary, which is just wild. That's a really quick recap of the answer. How did Christian and I meet? How long have we been married? How old we are. I feel like that kind of like wrapped all those questions up in one answer. Let's go get coffee. Outfit of the day, before we get going, I've got Abercrombie cargos on. These are really comfy. They're a little bit lightweight though, so hopefully I don't get chilly. Got this long sleeve, kind of like tight material, white top, also from Abercrombie. This oversized leather is mango. Might be ASOS, I think it's ASOS. And then just got my Nikes on. He's stressed because he can't come, but we've got things to do and questions to answer, you guys. You guys, the day really got away from me yesterday, so I didn't make it through many questions, but good morning. Happy you're here. I wanted to show you guys my favorite breakfast right now. It's this potato hash with grilled onions and mushrooms, chicken sausage, and tomatoes. And what do I do? Oh yeah, I put Parmesan on top. Fresh Parmesan makes such a difference. And then a squeeze of lemon. It's really elite when I have avocado, but I didn't have any ripe, so still really yummy. I get everything from Trader Joe's, so it makes it really easy. I'd like to say that I'm a morning person. Honestly, I really am just a person that needs a lot of sleep. So I could stay up late, no problem, but I have to sleep in. And kind of vice versa. If I get up early, I want to go to bed early. I love my sleep. You guys know this about me. So I'm an aspiring morning person. I really love it. If I get enough sleep, I would do mornings overnight every time. Hi, it's been a couple hours, I think. I realized that this Q&A is gonna be maybe a couple days worth. Yesterday just got really busy, but here we are back at it. I finished most of my work for the day. Speaking of, I work remote full-time for the University of North Carolina, which is the job I had while Christian was through dental school. And thankfully when we moved, I got to keep it and just stay fully remote. So really thankful, love my job, love my office, love the people I work with, and I love working from home. Like, I will never go back. It's my joy. You guys know I'm a homebody, so that just sort of fits the vibe. I got some fresh flowers to bring a little color into the house. You guys, I don't think I filmed it, but it was hailing today. What? I sent a video to Christian, I'll insert it here. Straight up hailing. Where are we living? This is not Antarctica, you guys. Okay, but while I put my flowers together, I thought I would answer a couple more questions. I am an Enneagram 9. It's the peacemaker. Our core is to have our world like in balance, at peace, which definitely just resonates with the homebody, cozy vibes. Conflict is my nightmare. Any kind of conflict is just my biggest fear, and I've had to learn to, not all conflict is bad. Conflict can be really good and really healthy. I don't have to run away from all of it, even if it feels really hard and uncomfortable. But in general, it gives me anxiety really bad. Even if it's not my conflict, like if I'm at a dinner table, I just start feeling tension. If people are kind of disagreeing, kind of like being a little bit more sharp, abrasive, or bold about whatever the conversation is, my anxiety level just rises. Pros and cons to that. Pros is like, when you're an Enneagram 9, you want everyone to feel safe in your presence, which I think is why I love hosting and we love having people here, because I want people to feel safe. I want people to have their favorite drink when they're here. I want to feed them a good meal. I want to be a safe place for people, because I know I flourish the most in friendships when they're safe people for me. Anyways, not trying to like give you a rundown of what an Enneagram is, but I'm Enneagram 9. That I feel like explains a lot about me and how I operate and how I think. Currently my favorite flower are tulips. I feel like it changes for me. When I was in high school, Christian would always get me lilies because that was my favorite flower at the time. And right now I've just really been into tulips. My love language is quality time. That is my number one for sure. I feel like second, maybe acts of service. I definitely feel like I show Christian love that way, but quality time is by far the way that I receive it and the way. I'll be home in a little bit. He's at work. Later, buddy. Daddy's not here right now. He'll be home later. If you've been watching for a while, you've probably seen all or at least some of my sisters at some point. I am the second oldest of 5 girls, and we grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was so cute, so fun growing up. We homeschooled for a lot of years. I was homeschooled through 9th grade and then went to school for the last few years before college. Dance was my life for years, specifically ballet. We went to a studio that was very strict about ballet. We did, if you know anything about ballet, you'll know what this is. Cicchetti method, RAD, those kinds of things. And I would spend summers away at dance intensives. Like, you call them dance camps, but most of them weren't camp. It was like really, really rigorous and intense. The first one was actually in Mississippi, which is kind of random. Ballet Magnificat, which I think I was like 12. Yeah, 11 or 12 when I went there. After that, I went to Joffrey. My mom actually went with me. It was 5 weeks in New York City with Joffrey Ballet. I turned 13. No, I turned 14. That was the year I turned 14 that summer in New York City, which was so cool. Now that I think about that summer, I mean, it was incredible. The year after that, I believe, I was with American Ballet Theater, ABT, and that was in Detroit, Michigan. So I spent a summer up there. It was a really good summer, but it was also a hard summer because that was sort of the year that I realized, like, I don't know if I can do this life, which was really tricky and interesting because I was kind of going down that route to become a professional dancer. I loved it. Like I still will go to the studio just to take classes, and it's one of my favorite things in the whole world. But there was a lot of professional dancers there, and just seeing the lifestyle and seeing the struggles. Thankfully, like the Lord protected me a lot. Always had really sweet roommates and would find other really kind girls, but it was rough. There was a lot of competition, and auditioning for Boston Ballet, which I got into, but girls would cut each other's point shoestrings, and they would put glue in each other's like shoes, like all of these savage things for these auditions. Girls were just like clamoring to get these few spots. And that was really scary to me, especially, I just told you guys, I am an Enneagram 9. So I want nothing to do with confrontation, competition. I think that was one of the reasons why I love dance so much, is because as somebody that was kind of shy, I didn't have to speak up. I really thrived in that environment because I could just go in, do what I knew how to do and do it really well. And I got a lot of validation that way, instead of through something that like I had to like fight for or like convince other people I was good at. I did thankfully dance through college. I went to Liberty University in Virginia. They have an incredible theater program. And so I started auditioning for these shows just as a dancer, and then eventually auditioned to sing and act, even though like acting, it was like the hardest thing of my life because I hate speaking in front of people. But anyways, I did that through college. I stayed in Virginia after graduation to do a few contracts with a professional theater company that was born out of the university. So I did that, was dance captain for one of the shows, and those were some of the best times. Some of my best friends to this day still are from those years. Okay, let's take these over here. Stunning. You guys, I thought I was recording and I wasn't. Rue ran over to his buttons and he literally said, "Mama, cuddle." And then I sat on the couch and he like jumped up with me. I thought I was recording it because I never get these moments on camera. I'm never obviously fast enough pulling them out when he's trying to talk to us, but anyways, and then I gave him a bone. Currently actually watching The Bachelor. That used to be a show that my friends and I would always watch Monday nights. I stopped watching it for a few years. I didn't love some of the bachelors and bachelorettes they had, and then I kind of lost interest. But for some reason I was like, you know, I kind of want to watch it this year, and it just feels really nostalgic. So I'm loving it, and I'll just put it on like while I'm cooking dinner. I apologize for the chewing happening beside me, but I think I'm gonna close out this Q&A. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. You guys don't know how much it means to me. I actually think, oh, this is one thing I was gonna say. I'm gonna start doing some giveaways in my YouTubes. One of my favorite YouTubers used to do that kind of when she was first getting started, and just a way to be like, love you guys. Like, it really means so much that you're watching and you're hanging out with us. Maybe I'll start that. Maybe I'll start today. Why not? Why do I have to wait till my next video? You guys know I love coffee, so I think I'm gonna do just like a little Starbucks gift card to one of you guys to thank you for being here. So if you've made it this far and you're still watching, then enter. And there's probably only gonna be a handful of you guys because you know I'm just a baby YouTuber. So the likelihood of you winning a Starbucks gift card is really high, I'm sure. Okay, to enter, make sure that you are a subscriber, have your notifications turned on. Go ahead and like this video and then send me a DM with a screenshot just showing me that you're a subscriber with the notifications turned on, and that will be your entry. And that is my little way to say thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. I wish we could have coffee in person, but thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video to get this up for you guys, and I'll see you soon. Love you.